What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 39 here. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Draft to Glory franchise with the Seattle Mariners, where we can only use players that we have personally drafted. So we did 3 years in episode 1. Just terrible. 19 wins and 23 wins and 38 wins. We're starting to have some good talent on the team that we have drafted. Bernardo Peralta's 21 years old. He's had 20 plus stolen bases back-to-back years. Justin Higgins is a rookie. Had a very good year. 10 home runs, 25 stolen bases, OPS of over 700. I mean, that's not bad at second base. Lauren Wright is a catcher who ended up hitting 249 with 9 bombs. Lopez, number 1 pick. I called him up instantly. Now, some of you guys in the comments are like, why are you calling these guys up so fast? It's part of the point of this franchise. I could have them sit in the minors, but I want to try to, as quickly as realistically possible for these guys, call them up. So, if they're the best option, I'm going to play them. Now, guys like Jimenez, the catcher, he wasn't the best option, so I didn't call him up. Same goes with Samuel. He's not the best option in the outfield, so I didn't call him up. But Lopez was, so Lopez played. So that's kind of my logic behind it. Some of you guys may not agree with it or like it. That's just why I do it. But let's just go into this. We'll do like at least probably 2 drafts in this one. No one on our team retired. No one made the Hall of Fame. We have no exclusive free agents. So, let me just make sure nothing happens in terms of, like, arbitration or anything. Some guys might be coming up for arbitration soon. And, yeah, a lot of these guys who I don't care about. None of these guys are really... Actually, Casey Clemens is starting to turn into a halfway decent player. But none of these guys are our players. What I've been doing, though, with the guys that we have drafted, so Justin Higgins, I'm going to give him a 5-year deal. And you're wondering, why a 5-year deal? Because he'll be a free agent in 5 years, and maybe we can get a draft pick. No, Lopez, since he's like an A potential, I might just try to give him a 10-year... I'm going to do that. I'm going to give him a 10-year deal. I'm going to front load it. Pay him more now while we're not having a lot of money, and that way, in the future, he's an everyday player. Let's give him that 10-year deal. I can actually bring down the money. I'm going to front load it, pay him more now while we have the money. 10 years, 86 mil. How does that sound to you? I like it. And then Higgins isn't only a C potential, but he's a number 1 pick, so I want him. Lauren Wright is a catcher. I'll just give him a 5-year deal. That way we have him until he's a free agent, and maybe we can get a draft pick for him when he walks, which then gives us more talent. So that's it for that. So you guys really don't need to do much rest of this offseason. Let me take care of it, and then we'll go into the beginning of next year. All right, so I got this all taken care of now. I did do some changes. You're going to see him here. So Chavez is going to start the year in the majors because he's our best player. He was a number 1 pick, great walks per 9, pretty good hits per 9. He should be pretty good already as a rookie. Zarate is our number 2, who's had a good career. I was thinking about making him a reliever. I might in the future, but not yet. Cervantes I'm going to have Murillo be our number 3. Cervantes is in the number 4, and Cabrera is number 5. Now, I do have Nova. He was a starter, but with only 70 stamina, I just made him a reliever. He's going to be like our designated longman. Like great walks per 9. He's going to get a lot of action because these starters aren't good, so the longman will get used a lot. These 2 guys are guys we have not drafted. Salazar is the guy we've drafted. He was a starter. I made him a reliever. Good hits and walks per 9. And then Gindel, who's been in the rotation, only has 61 stamina. I decided to make him a closer. So we're going to give him a chance as the closer. Now, the lineup is actually turning into something halfway decent. I really don't care where the guys are playing because we're not going to be good. But Higgins is now an 80 overall, even though his best attribute is stealing at 84. But I think it's just because he's happy. Lopez, and then Peralta, and then we do have Hernandez and Wright. We have Odell Luke, who we drafted last year, who's playing left field. Now, he only has, a C potential, but pretty good hitter. Not the best durability or fielding. And then Lauren Wright at catcher. Like I said, I really don't care where they're playing because we're not going to make the playoffs, but I just want them to play. Now, in terms of a couple other guys that we have drafted that are in the minors, Jimenez is now in Double-A. We have Redding still in A-ball. I'm not sure if he'll ever be a big leaguer. We'll see. And then Samuel's in Double-A. But that's everyone that we have drafted. As you can see, if I go to the roster history, Zarate right here in the majors. Gindel is in the majors. Hernandez majors. Peralta is majors. Let's see. Look at all these guys I did trades for. Jimenez and Samuel, those first and second picks in 2019, still in the minors. And then Cervantes, Higgins, Cabrera, Lopez, Wright. Redding already mentions in A-ball. We got Murillo. All of the picks from last year in the majors. Murillo, Luke, Chavez, Nova, and Salazar. So if we take a look at top prospects, I bet you Chavez is high on this. He is number 7, already in the bigs. Anyone else from Seattle? I'm hoping Samuel's on this list. Maybe. If he is, I missed him, but that's okay. So let's get into the season. Hope we stay healthy. Or if we get injured, I hope just the guys who I don't care about get injured. The guys who we have not drafted. We're going to have the number 1 pick again. And we're going to be bad, which I'm okay with. But I want to see, we won what? How many games did we win last year? 39? 38. I'd like to get to 50 either this season or next. It is a slow, at the beginning of it, it's always slow. That's why I bunched together these seasons all into one. But I really just want to see how we're doing. And we're actually, I'm looking at these scores. We're pitching pretty well. Probably going to give up 20 runs in a game. But I think our pitching, we've been giving up like 1,000, there's 18. We've been giving up 1,000 runs a season because our pitching's so bad. But right now, I mean, we're 16 and 38, still terrible. But there's improvement now. Higgins is hitting 287, 2 home runs. That's not bad. Very good pick there. He's turning into something. Lopez, only 242 with 1 home run. Not the best year. And he hasn't even stolen that many bases. Peralta, 265, only 2 home runs. Not a big power threat, but the average is okay. Hernandez, a $172 only, but he does have 9 home runs. He does play good defense. So that's not the worst. Luke, wow, hitting 287. 333 on base, 439 slugging. I'm laughing because he has 1 stolen base. He's been caught 6 times. And then Wright hitting a $199 with 4 home runs. But yeah, he's just our designated catcher. Chavez this year is struggling a little bit of 5.64 ERA, but he's still improving. Zarate is struggling. Murillo, Cervantes, they're all in the ERAs in the 5s. Nova struggling. I don't care about these guys. Salazar, wow, a 1.32 ERA. And Gindel's a 1.25. So we have something with Gindel and Salazar, especially Gindel. Turn him into a closer, and he's having a great year so far. So we have the number 1 pick. Let's see what's available. Only 6 blue chippers. Miranda is a 19-year-old project, which I'm okay with the project being 19, but he's kind of like the jack of all trades, master of none. He's only above average at his arm and speed. Everything else is average, roughly. A starter who's a project at 20. I don't love his per 9s. Now this guy is not a project. Could be ready next year. Third baseman. That's the guy. Low injury risk, great contact power. Yeah, I'll keep looking. Will Lyons a starter as a project? No. No, this is the other one these last 2 are not projects. They could be ready sooner rather than later. He's good, and he looks really good, but high injury risk. Yeah, it's Castillo. Sebastian Castillo, that it's not even a question. He's the number 1 pick. Let's do the draft. Do we have any extra picks? Competitive balance, we do not. Round 2, the number 1 pick. Compensatory, nothing. Competitive balance, round B, nothing. All right, that's cool. All right, well, let's take Castillo. He's 21. He'll be in the majors next year as our third baseman. Hopefully for the next 15 years, he's our third baseman. And let's see what else we do in this draft. I would like to get some closers, if it makes sense. There's a shortstop. We already have a good shortstop. High injury risk. And we could put him at DH. There's a reliever, which I might take. Okay, I might have to take Blake because he has great hits and walks per 9. I might have to take Blake Leone. Yeah, I have to. Those per 9s are amazing. And the thing is, you get starters if they have bad stamina. I just move them to the bullpen. That's what I've been doing. But let's see what's available. A first baseman, Ryan Price. We really don't have a first baseman. And there's some big-time power in this kid. Low injury risk, could be a good fielder. Could be ready next year. Ryan, welcome to the Mariners organization, where you will get to play in the bigs next year. Round 4, all right. A couple center fielders who could be ready soon. Low injury risk, speed's great, I liked him. Average injury risk, Esquivel. Oh, this is tough. I like the low injury risk. They both have the 75 stamina, 80 speed. He has 80 fielding. I'm going to take Kenny because I like the speed and the low injury risk, but I'm hoping to get Grant Esquivel. Hopefully he doesn't get taken. Come on. I think he's available. Yes. Got them both. I think we hit a home run in this draft. I think we hit a home run. And I'll take a shot in the dark with this dude, Reyes. I think this draft could be a franchise-altering draft. If Castillo turns into the star I think he is, then yes. I think this is a franchise-altering draft. Only 92 potential, but he looks really good. Like, his fielding's terrible, so he's probably going to be our DH, which we fine. But that bat is amazing. Yeah, he's only a 92 potential, but that is... I'd rather have this than like a 99 potential in a guy who's like a 40-something overall. He looks amazing. So that's a really good pick. Leon has 85 potential, great hits and walk rate. It's only 1967 overall. The stamina's not great, but it's not bad. But that's a very good pick. Ryan Price. He's our first baseman next year. Good fielder already at 68 or average. Clutch is good. Power's not bad. 22 years old, 67 overall, 86 potential. Now, Kenny Pearsall, only a 60 overall. Amazing speed, good durability, but only a 71 potential. And then Esquivel, I thought these guys were going to be good. He's not bad, but a D potential. He is a 68 overall. He'll probably help us next year. And our last pick has 77 potential in Reyes. Yeah, he's just another pitcher. But let's see, all right, this guy, Lima, he does have 97 potential, but I like Castillo more. He was one of the guys we were looking at. I like Castillo. I know his potential is 5 higher, but I just like the hitter that Castillo can be. Morales was the other center fielder, I think. Yeah, I definitely like Castillo. He's been the move. Let's just keep looking. Will Lyons, 95 potential. This guy we could have drafted. We did not. Lucy was another guy with 94 potential. So, yeah, I think we did the right move in this draft. Getting Castillo. Yeah, only 92 potential, but he's going to be a Hall of Fame type hitter. And he has good durability, too. If the fielding develops, he can be a third baseman. If not, he's a DH. But in this draft, we got a third baseman, a starter for sure, a first baseman, and an outfielder to help us next year at least, and then another starter. So not too bad. So let's go to the All-Star game, and let's see. I think I know who's going to be our all-star. It's going to be one of our relievers. I just want to make sure Luke stays in. He is. So I'll just see you guys at the all-star game, and then, hopefully we continue to work towards that number 1. All right, so here we are. Just got through the all-star game, and let's take a look who made it for us. No starters, no relievers. Gindel made it. Makes sense. 2.03 ERA. He's been a find as becoming a closer. Let's see if any positional players made it. Probably not. Oh, Higgins did. I don't know why. Hit 256, 316 on base, 389 slugging, 4 home runs, 10 stolen bases. But hey, that's an all-star. Vlad's having an amazing year, 348, 32 home runs. And I don't think we're going to have any outfields. We did not. But we have 2 all-stars. Take a look at top prospects. Obviously, our number 1 prospect graduated in Chavez. But let's see. I'm really wanting to see is... not Castillo. What's his name? I'm trying to blank on his name. The left fielder. I can't remember. Santiago or something like that. Sergio Samuels. Jeez. He is struggling in the minors. Only hitting 239. No home runs. He's not a home run hitter. He's a speed guy. And let's take a look at Jimenez. He's actually hitting 270. I would like that potential to go up, but he's improving. We have a lot of catchers. But Wright is still our best catcher, but just by default. His potential's going up, though. Wright's potential's now going up. So let me just go to the end of the season and see where we are at that point. Hopefully we have the number 1 pick, and then we'll do another year. All right, so year 4 is in the books. We end up winning 46 games. Another improvement. Do we have the number 1 pick? We do. So, that was a perfect year. We improved. 46 wins. We're going the right direction. Let's see how the team did. No, Lopez ended up hitting 266 with 5 home runs. He's still improving. His contact first right went up 6. His potential's still the same. So that's good. Did steal 21 bags. His WAR was 1. Nothing crazy. Higgins hit 257. 8 home runs. 12 stolen bases. Not as good as last year. He did improve plus 8 in contact first left. His wins above replacement was a 1.8. Peralta at 232. Yeesh. Well, he's losing his third base job next year probably. He's not. He was one of our first players, but he hasn't been that great. Lauren Wright hit 213, 9 home runs. His potential's going up. His year was a lot worse than last year, though, in terms of average and on base. And slugging was slightly down, and his WAR was down. Shocking. Luke did get hurt during the season, but he ended up hitting 265 with 10 home runs. And what I like about him, +7 in contact versus left. That's a big improvement. He improved all the way around. He's now at 76 overall. Hernandez did hit 14 home runs. Just played good defense, but hit a .183. That's not good. And that's it for the guys that hitters. Let's take a look at pitchers. Chavez finished with 4.57 ERA, so that's not bad for a 22-year-old rookie. Zarate a 5.11 ERA, Murillo 5.15, Cervantes a 5.36, and Cabrera 6.89. Nova as a long man didn't pitch too great. Again, these guys I don't care about. Salazar was amazing. 2.29 ERA, 86 innings. That's amazing. And then Gindel, he did end up getting into the high twos, but still great. He improved a ton. +9 hits per 9, +3 Ks per 9, +3 walks per 9, +7 home runs per 9. He was amazing. He's now at 76 overall. He might be, him and Chavez and then the second baseman Higgins are our best players. I doubt we got any awards. Vlad got MVP, 333. What a stupid trade by the Blue Jays in episode 1. Rookie of the Year, Wander Franco got it. Well, I guess they got Wander Franco, so I guess that's why they did the trade. But that's a stupid trade. And then Bobby Foote, wow. That was the guy we were looking at last episode. He ended up getting Rookie of the Year. I don't think we got any awards. I think next year, we can look at top prospects, see if anyone's on this at the very end of the season. But next year, I'm hoping to get to the 50 wins. I mean, we're constantly improving every year in terms of the wins. And we had a good draft. So, let's see who wins the World Series. Hope it's my Red Sox. Probably be the Yankees. The Rays defeat the Dodgers. So, I guess, Vlad's good. So, let's see. Who retired? Just Dan Runstall retired, who actually pitched some good years. Like a 2.25. Where was it? A 2.25 ERA, a 2.55 ERA last year. Any Hall of Famers? Robbie Cano. Not going to happen in real life. No exclusive free agents because no one has played 6 years and has their free agency. But let's take a look at arbitration because we're going to have some players on there. No, we don't. I think because I signed them before that. All right, so a couple guys I would like to lock up. Luke had a pretty good rookie year. I'll give him a 5-year deal. Should be pretty cheap. Yeah, 5 years, about like a 5-year, $10 million. Not even a 10. I'll just make it easy for you. $10 million. Chavez, I would like to lock him up a long-term deal. At least 7 years. 7 is 8.5. Let's do it. And I'll front load it because that way when we have more better players in the future, then boom, he's our ace and we're going to front load it. There we go. I want to see anyone else. Murillo, he's promising. I'm going to give him just a 5-year deal. That makes him a free agent when this contract expires. But I think that's probably it. And I'll just sign the rest of these guys. I don't think any of these other guys are players I care about. So let me just sign them just to sign these guys so we have the rest of the roster. Then we'll go into year 5. All right, year 5. So, fun little thing that has happened. Our lineup is now all guys we have drafted. Lopez, Higgins, Luke, the guy we just drafted in the first round, Price, is now our first baseman. Castillo, I'm going to start him off as a DH just because the fielding's not great. Escobar, who we drafted, doesn't have the best potential, a D potential, but he's a 71 overall. Ken Hernandez, Peralta, and then Lone Wright. All of them are our own guys. Now, the bench is not, but the starters are all our own players. Pitching, I did some more moves with it. So, Chavez, Zarate, Murillo, Cervantes, who I'm hoping starts turning around. And then Leon, who we just drafted last year, is only 19. Now, I did call up Reyes, who we drafted as well. 72 stamina. Now, that's pretty good. I made him a reliever because he's a lefty. I want a lefty reliever. So I could have made Cervantes that, but I think he's going to be a better starter. Murillo has 95 stamina, and then Zarate has been one of our better starters, at least I feel like. So I made Reyes a lefty reliever. Other than that, it's all the same. Take a look at top prospects. Castillo might be high on this. Let's see. Now, this is the only time he'll be on it because he's going to graduate. He's at 15. Anyone else on our team? Not seeing any. No. All right. Well, let's get into the season. Like I said, my goal. So last year we won 44 games, 46. So my goal before the very beginning of this episode is to win 50 games in a season. Can we do it? Lauren Wright got injured day 1. Great start to the season. I'll just see you guys at the draft. We'll see how we're doing at that point. Hopefully we are still on pace to be the number 1 pick, but still improving at the same time. All right, so the draft is in a day. We are not good. We're 15-41. The beginning of the year, we lost our first 8 games. We were terrible. We have picked up a little bit in May. Now, Luke is currently hurt. But other than that, everyone else is healthy. Lopez, this is nice to see. He's in 279, 8 home runs, 15 stolen bases, OPS of over 800. That's good. Escobar hit 258 with 5 home runs. That's not bad. I mean, he has a D potential. You hope maybe he becomes a C potential. Castillo, nothing crazy hitting. 237, 322 on base, 384 slugging. Does have 6 bombs. Hope he can turn that around. Price only hitting a .82 with 5 home runs. Let's see. That's the guy who's playing because of Luke's hurt. Peralta 234, 6 home runs is nice for him. 234 is not great. Hernandez a .92, 5 home runs. Higgins at second hitting 278. That's pretty good. 4 home runs. And then right hitting a .68. Yeesh. Let's take a look at pitching. Chavez with an ERA south of 4. It's nice to see. Zarate struggling. Murillo struggling. Cervantes. And whoa! Blake. A 2.9 ERA. That's nice to see. Nova's pitching great as a long man. Adams is a guy that I don't care about. Reyes is a lefty reliever, not great. Salazar's not pitching as well, and Gindel an 8 ERA. Jeez. But yeah, let's take a look at what's available in the draft. But at least we have we found a guy. Found a guy. All right. There's a catcher who's a project. I don't mind it. Frank Merced, not the best per 9s. Travis Sierra, again, not the best per 9s. And the rest of these are all projects except for a closer. Those projects 19, terrible per 9s. I don't like him. 21, oh man, I don't love this. So I think it's going to be, probably going to be Frank Merced, or it's going to be Sierra. 60 and 70, 70 and 70. I think with Merced, he's currently a higher overall and he's younger. 80 they both have 80 stamina. I'm probably going to go with Frank Merced. Sierra's probably the other guy, but like I said, Merced's better and 3 years younger. All that, I'm going to take Merced. All right, I don't love this draft, but so we have round 1, pick 1. Round 2, pick 1. No extra draft picks. And where is he? I mean, we could take the catcher, but I just don't think he's that good. He's going to be a good fielder, but nothing really else. We'll take a look after it and see. I think Merced can pop in a year or two and be a really good pitcher. So let's take Frank. Sierra's number 2 pick. That catcher went 4th, so we'll see if that was the right move or not. I feel like we can find catchers elsewhere. We can find starters elsewhere, but get the best player. There's a shortstop who, low injury risk, an elite fielder. We really don't need a shortstop. So I'm not going to I might take him. There's another starter here. Not the best. I'm going to take the shorts. There's a right fielder here. I missed this right fielder. I'll take this right fielder because he should hit for power and he should be a good fielder. That shortstop that looks pretty good. Was this him? Nope. I will take him. That wasn't him. I'll take him at our next pick if he's available. I doubt he's available. He's not. John Lubson? I might take him. There's a left fielder who's a project. High injury risk, but looks like a good bat. Or we could take a guy maybe with 75 potential who can help us soon. Okay, this guy has high injury risk. He's a great fielder. So he's going to be a DH, but 80 power. We don't have much power. I'm going to take Carlos Benitez. He can pop in next year and either play center field, elite, just get hurt all the time, or we got a great DH with some pop. There's a closer who's a project. We do need relievers, but I like to find someone who's close to being big league ready. This guy looks good. Now, he's only has the 75 potential, but he should be able to play soon. Good vision, good contact. That's really what I'm looking for. Second baseman, low injury risk, great vision. Ooh. I'm going to take the left fielder because you always need, it's hard to find outfielders in second base. I mean, you need 3 outfielders, you only need 1 second baseman. But I would like to see what Cortez will be. I'm not drafting based solely off potential right now. I'm drafting based off of helping us out and being a contributor to the big league club. And Cortez is still available, so I'll take him. I'm not loving this draft. I'm not hating this draft. Round 6, I'll probably just take a shot in the dark. There's a starter, reliever. I'll probably take the starter. Donald. Because starters, worst case, can become relievers. Relievers can't become starters because their stamina's not good enough. All right, so let's see how we did in the draft. Please be good. It's kind of what I expected. Now, the 93 potentials, I had no idea what his potential would be. I don't hate him. I don't love him, but we'll see what else is available. These guys, they're all high Cs. The lowest is 76, but the highest is 79, but they should be able to help us out soon. So Valencia, really solid player, 79 potential, but look, speed's really good. 86 speed, 79 stealing, 78 base running. He's going to steal a lot of bases. Durability is good. Fielding's not bad. He has a good arm and right. The power could develop. He'll be in the outfield very soon. Benitez, big-time power, good fielder, good speed, only 76 potential. Durability is 25, but we don't have a lot of power, so that's good. Crispel Savella, yeah, nothing crazy there. Good vision, discipline, so we'll see. He has a 78 potential. Cortez has 76 potential, but look at that. He can hit, especially versus lefties, so that's not bad. And then Ogawa has 78 potential. Shot in the dark. He's definitely a reliever with 60 stamina. But hey, it's another body. Now let's see. Did we screw up the number 1 pick? Let's see. These haven't been the best drafts. I want to see if I can find that shortstop that was an elite fielder. I forgot his name. I probably won't find it unless it's this guy like right here, which it probably wasn't. Alright, let's see. I'm really just looking at these. Where's that catcher? Okay, this is the catcher, 93 potential. I'd rather have the guy that we drafted. Sierra was 92. Again, we haven't really screwed up the draft. These drafts just haven't been crazy strong. But I mean, we did get a good player. We didn't get Frank Starr. He's a star. But is this the guy? No, that wasn't him. But let's see how we finish off the year. So I'll see you guys at the All-Star break, and we'll see who made the All-Star team for us. All right, so here we are at the All-Star break. We're 23-69. Not nice. I mean, we're going to have the number 1 pick again, most likely, but I do want us to start playing a little bit better. But let's see who made the All-Star team. No starters. No relievers, I don't believe. Right? Yeah. No closers, no catchers, no first. Who's it going to be? Lopez. Actually having a very good year, hitting 280, 10 home runs. I'm hoping his potential will go up soon, but he's turning into a really good player. And that is it for our All-Stars. So let me just finish the season, see where we're at. Hopefully we can get hot in those 50 wins and still have the number 1 pick for the start of next episode. All right, so the season was over. We definitely took a step back in terms of wins. We only won 41 games. I was thinking, I just want to make sure it's the number 1 pick. We will. I think the reason why is because we did substitute all the guys who were pretty good, who were not guys we drafted. We got rid of them, and we placed them with our own guys. So let's see. So Lopez hit 278, improved contact quite a bit, 12 home runs, 29 stolen bases, OPS of 791. His WAR was 4.6. That's a really good season. Peralta hit 219, 13 home runs. So that came out of nowhere, but the average did go down. Castillo only hit 215. His potential went down. Yeesh. 16 home runs is nice, but that's not the best year for him. Price, $190. His potential went down, and his overall. Wow, he had a terrible year. 10 home runs. Luke, 283. Wow. Plus 13 contact versus left. He now has a 99 contact versus left. Odell Luke, 283, 8 home runs. All right, there's not all bad. Hernandez, 213. That average went up, 12 home runs. I mean, he can play good defense. Still a negative WAR player. Higgins hit 247, down from his 257, but the power increased. He's not a bad player. Esquivel still had deep potential, but he is improving, which I'm kind of surprised. Hit 255, 10 bombs, not too bad. Lauren Wright hit 205 of 5. Okay, he's terrible. Pitching, Chavez with a 4.18 ERA. He's a 79 overall. He's becoming one of our best players. Zarate, a 5.02 ERA. Murillo, 4.85. Okay, pretty good for the 23-year-old. Cervantes was a 5.4. Blake did kind of come down to earth to a 4.32, but still very good for a 19-year-old. Nova pitched great as a long man. I mean, 3.96 ERA is not bad at all. I don't care about Adams. Reyes, he went down to a... well, he didn't go down. He's just a 5.6 ERA. Salazar, a 5.4. And Gindel, 609, so he kind of came back down to earth for him. Did we get any awards? Probably not. Mancini and Acuna got MVPs. Rookie of the Year, Tyler Freeman. Really, Tyler Freeman? I mean, he's an elite defensive shortstop, so I guess I can see it. I was hoping Blake got it. I don't think we got any awards. We did not. But let's take a look at top prospects. Maybe we have someone kind of surging up this. We'll take a look at some of the other guys we've drafted too before we end the season and end the episode. Sergio is now the number 40 prospect. He improved quite a bit. He's now 65 overall. I still am going to go slow with him. He is 23. Actually did play a cup of coffee in the majors. Hit two at bats, got a hit. So shout out to Sergio. He's on the 40-man. That's why he got called up. So other guys I wanted to look at. Catchers. Jimenez. He's probably going to be our catcher next year because Lauren Wright sucks. First base didn't have anyone. Second base didn't have anyone. Third base where is Redding. He's now 64 overall. He's still improving. He's a body, I guess. Let's see. Outfield. We already looked at Samuel. Where is he? Kenny Pearsall. He improved at everything. He's got some speed. He's a 62 overall. I mean, luckily we do have a good amount of outfielders. I think that's it for the guys that we have drafted that were in the minors. So let's see who wins the World Series, and then that will be the episode. If you guys did enjoy this, please drop a like and subscribe if you are new. The A's defeat the Braves, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Again, continuing to build. We're going to have the number 1 pick again next episode. Hopefully these drafts are better, but you know what? We have building blocks, and we've locked up some of our stars long term. Look at all these long term contracts I've got. I've been trying to be smart with it. So when these guys start becoming a contender, we have the money for it. But I will see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.